Good afternoon. Welcome back. Well, everybody, it is Friday. Can you believe it? Another week. We are actually at the conclusion of literally the halfway point of the month of June. Wow. Already 6 months into 2024. Quick question. How has the past 6 months been for you? Have you achieved many, if not all, of your goals and objectives as set forth at the onset of this year? Are you pretty satisfied with the current success rate as far as achieving things that you put your mind and your heart to accomplish at the beginning of this year? So, on this message for today, I want to continue, really add as a continuation of the message received just yesterday, which was titled, the subject was, Embracing the Myriad of Design Crucibles, the Necessity for Becoming. Yes, from just last evening. But today, I want to shift the conversation from the design crucible to eliciting critical points, nuggets of critical insight that can be applied to you moving forward with purpose into the future. Yes, to take what was the crucible, and when we're talking about crucible, we're talking about the pain, the agony, the vexation, the agitations of progressing from one stage of development from who you were as a designer, as a design thinker, as a design practitioner, to who you are becoming from this day going forward. So, yes, so let's shift the conversation from the design crucible to what I would like to identify as critical pain points. How to alchemize, how to transmute those experiences, both good and bad, to something that is useful, even essential, to move forward. So, when we talk about pain points, understand, number one, that pain points from a designer's point of view is when you're in the process of designing and you're creating new ideations, conceptualizations, innovations. Pain points are those access points, those portals of connection between yourself as a designer and those you tend to design for. I like to call them, well, not myself, but in industry, it is officially identified as users. You can look at users as individuals or collective user personas when you cluster and categorize similar individuals into a group. So when you design for that group, addressing their pain points, you'll be able to reach the masses. And those who are part of that group can take those pieces of truths, innovations, revelations, and apply it to themselves as it resonates within. So again, we're talking about pain points. The pain points are those elements of experience that necessitated or caused the user to even seek you out as the person who may have the very answer to the problems that they're challenged with. Okay? Pain points. What issues, what dilemmas, what things are not working, what specific issues, events, individuals that are causing them pain, which once again predicated the need for you as a solution finder, a solution identifier, and more importantly, as a solution deliverer. So pain points. So from a designer, if I can shift the conversation just a little bit, you on the sending end, remember there's 3 elements of communication. We have the sender, we have the receiver, and of course we have the medium, the platform, the network. We have T-Mobile, AT&T, Sprint, etc., Comcast, you name it. Fill in the blanks. But so pain points from you as the sender's vantage point, you can look back in your past, maybe the not so distant past, and maybe the past that is well beyond the past week, the partitions of the past week, the past 6 months, or even the past 3 to 5 years. So what you do is you go back, revisit those incidences, experiences, encounters, episode, and individuals that cause you some type of pain, agony, agitation, frustration. It really, to be more transparently candid, it disrupted something inside of you that caused you to re-examine, reflect on who you are, not just as a fantastic human being, but as somebody who's looking to give something back to your community. So your pain points are those painful, etceteras. So as a designer, when you're designing some type of product, innovation, conceptualization, prototype, in order for you to design something efficacious that will be in the short to long term, satisfying, it brings comfort, alleviation of those pain points to your customer, the user, the one on the receiving end of your communication. And that communication, even though it may comprise verbal communication, written communication through various mediums like email, SMS, text messages, emojis, but more importantly, it involves the product itself, the solution. So here again, to become effective and create useful products that are not only feasible, but actually resolves the pain points, it's important to connect with the person that you're designing and developing the product for. So again, taking the crucible again, to refocus on the crucible, are those experiences, whether clustered in individual encounters or a chronology of experiences that caused you pain. If you go back, when you go back and re-examine those crucible moments, if you will find nuggets, golden nuggets that are critical for you designing something that will connect with your user. Because let's face it, many of us, we are very confident, we're very anchored within, and we have a strong sense of self as far as our self-identity. But truth of the matter is, many of us, although we're individuals, we have similar experiences, incidents, encounters that are, if not identical, very similar to what we have experienced, currently experiencing, or looking to face in the not so distant future. So when we're able to take and look at the broader picture, the bigger picture, that even though we're all independently individualistic, we all are part of a community, a tribe of similar experiences. So in the process of being mentally agile, flexible, humble, open-minded, and being honest with ourselves as designers, that we encountered this, and this person, incident, experience triggered these deeply vexating emotions, that is an opportunity. It becomes a portal to establish a rapport regarding communication, the medium of communication between yourself as the sender and your prospective audience. So I wanted to talk about turning the crucible into critical pain points so that we can become efficacious designers. That's all I have for this short masterclass. Thank you for being with me on this Friday. I am more than grateful, extremely grateful for your being here at this time, in this place, and connected to me as your credible, credulous, vetted, design thinker aficionado. That's just a fancy word for somebody who's all consumed with a deeply vested interest in not only delivering content, but the content comes from within the person, myself, who's sending you the message through this medium, this channel called social media. Put the like, or like I always say, smash that like button. Smash it. That tells me on the receiving end that you have received my message, you understand, it settles within you. It settles. It makes sense. You understand, and you can appropriate it to your life. Because remember, there's knowledge, intelligence, and there's wisdom. Intelligence is the raw accumulation and processing of data into useful information, but wisdom is applying it into your situation at the right time, in the right contextualization to generate the best results for you. So put a like, put the clapping hands, send me some kind of message that this message resonates with you on this Friday, 14th of June, as we enter another weekend. Rest, rejuvenation, soul restoration, so that we can come out on the opposite end into the third week of June more enlightened, more aware, more powerful, more efficacious. I'm Dr. Shane JC. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I appreciate your undivided attention. Until next time, talk to you soon.